Greetings. In this video, we will learn how to set up the navigation panel in Blackboard. So this is the main navigation that students see when they come into your course in Blackboard. And we're going to use the sitemap as a reference to set up this navigation panel. So let's see how we do it in the course. So now I'm going to toggle back and forth between two windows. One is the course in Blackboard. This is the Sea Turtles course. And the second is the sitemap. So I'm going to use the sitemap as a reference to set up the navigation here. But before I do that, let us quickly understand what this sitemap is all about. So as you see, the first link here says home, and that's the home page link, which is available by default, and we don't need to do anything about it. The next link, announcements, as you can see, it's nowhere to be seen here. So we are going to add the link for announcements here. And the same for send email, start here, faculty introduction, and so on. Just so we can understand the structure, start here is going to be set up as a content area in the main navigation. But when the students click on that link, they are going to see three other items that are available within that link. The same for faculty introduction. When they click on faculty introduction, they're going to see an item within that area which will be labeled faculty introduction and contact. Next, let's look at the weekly content. Under the weekly content, the students are going to see three options: week 1, week 2, and week 3. So they're going to click on each of these links for these 3 weeks, and within those links, they're going to see some more items. Finally, at the very bottom, you see a bunch of links that are going to be set up again in the main navigation panel. So let's get started. So the first thing here says announcements, and right next to it are the instructions. So the first item here in the instruction says a plus sign. So that's the plus sign we are looking for. Don't confuse that with this plus sign. Once we click on that plus sign, then we are going to look for something called the tool link. So there we go, plus sign, and there's the tool link. As I click on the tool link, I get a dialog box, and in that dialog box, I have a drop-down menu. And since I'm setting up announcements, we need to find announcements. In the name field, we type in announcements. And then we make this available to the user and click submit. Now notice that the link shows up at the bottom. So we're going to position the cursor right to the left of it. And notice how the icon changes. And when it changes, I can click and I can drag it up to position it where it is supposed to be. And so as per the sitemap, announcements link is right below the home link. The next link I have to put in is the send email link, which is also going to be available under the tool link, which we can find under this plus sign. So plus sign, tool link. Now we have to send email. So the send email option is right there. So we select email, we type in send email, again make this link available to the users and click submit. And once again, I'm going to move this up right below announcements because that's what the sitemap tells us. Under send email, we need to put in the link which says start here. But notice that start here is not a tool link. It's supposed to be set up as a content area. So here we go. Go here. The first option is content area. And the label that we're going to provide for that link, and we will make it available to the users and click submit. And once again, move it up. It needs to go right below the send email option. Next one here is faculty introduction. So let's click on this, content area, faculty introduction. And this time I'm not going to make it available to the users and submit. I see two icons next to this link. One which indicates that this is not visible to the students, and the second indicates that this link takes you to an empty space. So if I click on it, you're going to see that this space is empty. We can tell from just looking at the icons, these two items are blank. We still have to set up content within those items. Let's see how we can make this visible to the students even after we have set it up in the navigation panel. See this little icon right next to it on the right hand side? When I click on it, it's going to give me the option to show link. So this is how I can make the link visible to the students. So under faculty introduction, the next thing that we have to do is set up a divider. So the divider is again available here, and there is the divider. It shows up as a line. This is going to be done to visually separate this group of links from the next group of links. Under that divider, we have to put in a label or a header which is called course items. So let's again go here and find the subheader, and we will call it course items and click submit. And at this point, notice that divider and course items, they are not links. So you can't click on them to go anywhere, but they are provided so that you can visually separate different link groups within the navigation panel. Let's go ahead and set up the rest of the navigation based on the sitemap. So I have now set up all the links as per the sitemap. However, I noticed that there are a couple of links which are not in the sitemap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete them. So as you position the cursor to the right of those links, I can get the option to delete. So I'm going to go ahead and delete it. And then the same thing with the groups link. Delete. And then one more, which is the content link. So I'm going to delete it. And now let's make sure that this set of links here matches what is in the sitemap. So home, announcements, send email, start here, faculty introduction, followed by a divider, followed by a subheader called content items. And then we have weekly content, and then view my grades, discussions, journals, wikis, tools, and help. So we have now completed the setting up of the main navigation panel within the course. So in summary, what we did was we added a set of links to the main navigation panel here. Some people may refer to it as global navigation. Essentially, it's a set of links that the students will use to access content and learning resources that you have made available to them in the course. To set up this navigation panel, we would use this plus sign and the options that are available within the menu under it. Most often, we are likely to be using the content area. We may also use the tool link to provide direct access to the various tools that are available in Blackboard. We may use the web link to give a direct access to a website which is outside of the course. A course link will give students access to a content area within the course. The subheader and divider are used to organize the content into a more user-friendly, easy to understand navigation. Feel free to experiment with these different options.